little stressed out during the holidays trying to figure out what dessert you're gonna make next, what if I told you these delicious, flavorful pumpkin spice snack cake bars only take 2 ingredients? I know! I was a little skeptical about this idea myself, but once I tried it, I was totally hooked. So let me show you how easy it is to make. The fun thing about this recipe is that you can really use any cake mix flavor. And I know some people don't like to use cake mixes, so if that's you and this isn't your kind of recipe, totally get it. But if you're looking for something quick and easy, I'm using 1 box of a spice cake mix and 1 15.5-ounce can of pumpkin, the smaller size pumpkin can that you would buy, so 15 ounces. You're gonna mix those 2 together, and then you're gonna spread that in a pan and bake it up. So look how it comes together. We're gonna add in our cake mix. Again, just a standard size box. Now I'm using spice because I love that pumpkin spice combo, but if you happen to like chocolate, the chocolate and pumpkin together are enjoyable too. So that might be something to think about. And it just makes it super moist. It's a little bit lower in calories and fat. So that's sort of how this trend of pumpkin with a cake mix started around the internet. Here's that 1 can of pumpkin. Mix it together. It's definitely going to be a little bit thicker than a traditional cake batter, like not as wet, but you'll see it spreads really, really nicely. I'm doing it in a 13x9 pan, but if you wanted to make these muffins or mini muffin size, you could do that too. So the batter's pretty well mixed. It actually becomes really kind of a little fluffy. So I'm gonna take my 13x9 pan. All right, so we're gonna take our batter. There's how it's sort of fluffy and light, more than you'd expect, right? And put it into your pan. So it's gonna bake, again, it all depends on your oven, but in my oven at 350 degrees, about 25 minutes. Just make sure that you test it to make sure that if you put a knife or a toothpick or something in it and poke it in the center, it comes out clean. Sometimes some of the bits of the cake mix don't get completely mixed in there, but I don't ever find that it's a problem. It seems like it soaks up in the pumpkin as it's baking and it turns out great. So just spread it evenly in your pan. And into the oven it goes, 350 degrees, 25 minutes. So after you take your cake out of the oven, let it cool, slice it into squares, and you have this delicious platter of snack cake. Now, if you wanted to put some kind of a frosting on this, you absolutely could, but I don't really think it needs a heavy frosting. It's already sort of dense and moist. I just like to do a nice little dusting of sweet powdered sugar. Looks really pretty. Makes a nice presentation. And there, my friends, is 2 ingredient spice cake squares.